The summer sun beat down on the four friends. Mark, Sarah, Emily, and David were not just here for vacation, but they were on a mission. Their science class sent them to study the amazing Yellowstone National Park. Their teacher, Mr. Harrison, gave them strict orders.
Stay on the marked paths, he'd warned.
But curiosity is a powerful force, especially when you're a teenager. Deep in the park, they found a broken fence hidden by overgrown trees and a sign barely visible. Red danger, keep out, forbidden, do not cross. The word echoed in their minds.
Just a peek, he whispered, his eyes gleaming with a dangerous curiosity.
They couldn't resist the call of the unknown. So they decided to bet on luck as they stepped past the fence. The air grew heavy. The ground beneath their feet was no longer the familiar dirt path. It was a fine, shimmering sand, almost black.
This is creepy, she mumbled, kicking at the strange sand.
David picked up a handful of the sand. It slipped through his fingers like water. Just like in that scary movie, The Mummy, he thought. A gust of wind swirled around them. The sand danced, forming miniature tornadoes. A wave of dizziness hit them. Sarah reached for Mark's arm, but it was too late. The sand opened up beneath their feet. They were swallowed whole. And the first thing David felt after that was solid ground. He coughed, spitting out sand. He looked around, and he couldn't believe what he saw. Gone were the familiar pine trees and clear blue sky. Now he was in a vast chamber, lit by flickering torches. Hieroglyphics covered the walls. Where were his friends? He called out, his voice echoing in the oppressive silence. A cold hand touched his shoulder. He jumped, spinning around. It was Sarah, her face pale with fear.
This is impossible, she stammered, pointing to a giant statue in the chamber's center.
It was a towering figure with a jackal's head, just like Anubis, the Egyptian god of the dead. Terror tightened its grip. As their eyes adjusted to the dim light, they saw they were not alone in that scary place. They saw people dressed in ancient Egyptian clothes. They moved like shadows, their faces hidden in the darkness. They spoke in whispers, but David and Sarah couldn't understand their words.
One figure emerged from the shadow. He wore a golden headdress, his eyes piercing through the darkness. He raised a hand, and at the same time, some things unknown snatched Sarah away. The ground trembled, and a booming voice echoed, seeming to come from the walls themselves.
It spoke and said to the other shadows that the kids should not cross to the unknown, to the forgotten city buried beneath the earth.
I was alone now and extremely terrified, not knowing what to do, as if I was trapped in a nightmare. I said, "I am the only one left." The sand took the others. I saw their terrified faces as they disappeared into the swirling dust. The image haunts my dreams. As I kept on talking, a hand showed me the way out to the unknown.
And the moment he stepped foot back into our world, he was met by two men wearing black suits with glasses, asking many questions.
I replied, "I don't know how long I wandered that terrifying city, searching for a way out." I called for Emily and Mark until my voice was hoarse, but only silence answered. Finally, I stumbled upon a shimmering portal. The sand pulled me back, spitting me out into the familiar sunlight of Yellowstone. The forbidden zone was gone, the broken fence vanished without a trace. All that remained was a pile of ordinary sand and a chilling memory.
And those two men told him to heed the warnings. Sometimes, curiosity can lead to places you never wanted to go, and may never escape. So, what do you think about this teenager's account? Could you survive after such a mysterious encounter? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more epic tales from the stars. Until next time, stay curious.